Welcome back to the S&T podcast. This weekend we have a Group of 6 conference championship game that is having very important implications on the playoff field. The playoff field will be rounded out by possibly two Group of 6 teams. We talked about that in another video, but at least one of them, and one of them for sure will be coming out of this game right here that we're talking about today, the American Athletic Conference, the AAC as it's known. Number 20, Tulane, hosting the number 24, North Texas Mean Green. Uh, these two teams have had fantastic seasons in their respective conferences. Both of them barely beat out Navy. Navy was right there as well to make this game, so got lucky on the tiebreakers or whatnot. But whoever wins this game will be making the playoff. No matter what the scenario is, they will either be the 11 seed or the 12 seed. So this is a very important game. One of these teams is going to make the field, and as we know, we're probably not going to have much of a shot when it gets down to it. But, that's huge for their school, for their program, their recruiting, their players, everybody involved. So without much further ado, Tom, what do you think about this American Athletic showdown this weekend?
Yeah, good intro there. I think this comes down to kind of pick your poison. So last year, you had Boise State. They had the Heisman, or well, not should have won the Heisman, but they had a Heisman caliber running back, and so that was one where it was kind of a no-brainer. Like a Boise State definitely deserves to be in, and kind of surprising that Boise State's been pretty quiet this year, but yeah, North Texas and Tulane. So I guess it really just comes down to who you would rather see and who you think has a better chance against a high-powered schools like Ole Miss and whatnot. And in my opinion, when we're looking at schedules here, North Texas is 11-1. They beat Washington State, who I know they're trash, but still, it's Washington State. They handled business. It's not a bummy loss or a bummy win. I mean, excuse me. And they beat Army in overtime. Only loss comes to South Florida, who it was a pretty bad loss, 63-36, but that was when South Florida was kind of just coming off their little run where they were beating all the other Florida teams. And yeah, so South Florida, again, not the worst loss. I mean, when we're talking about North Texas and Tulane. Yeah, North Texas beat Navy, and that is how North Texas got in over Navy. So yeah, just again, Navy, not a bad team as well. Beat them 31-17. So Tulane, on the other hand, though, I would think I would rather see North Texas. Now, I know Tulane's supposed to have a good quarterback, but we've already seen them play Ole Miss earlier this year, and they lost 45-10. And then they also let UTSA score more points than Ole Miss and lost 48-26 in that game. So those games kind of concern me a little bit. Just looking at a little sample of what we've already seen Tulane do against a really good team, and they would probably play somebody like an Ole Miss in the first round if they make it. So I'm personally kind of hoping more for North Texas, just because I think I don't know, North Texas just they have a better record for one, and they haven't played any Power Four schools yet, but they seem to be able to score a lot of points, which I think will be entertaining. And then only losing to South Florida, like kind of middle of the season when they were just coming off their little run, I don't think is necessarily the worst loss of all time. So I hope North Texas wins. Again, it's just going to be a bloodbath either way, no matter who gets in. But I think North Texas would be more entertaining to watch. More points. So hopefully North Texas wins. If not, I don't really care either way. But what do you think about this one, Cezanne?
Good stuff there, Tom. And before I forget, I heard you mention Boise State. Boise State did have a quiet year this season, but they are playing this weekend as well. They made it to their own conference championship game, the Mountain West against Boise State. I mean, excuse me, against UNLV. So shout out to Boise State. They're still doing good things over there. Over here in the American, I mean, these two teams are very interesting right here to me. On the Tulane side, Tulane is being led by BYU's quarterback from last year, Jake Retzloff, who over the offseason had a very interesting situation where basically he violated BYU's Mormon code or whatnot and got kicked off kicked off campus. So he ended up actually they were suspending him, so he ended up just transferring because he didn't want to get suspended. He goes down to Tulane, and Tulane has for the last few years has been probably one of the better group of six teams in the country. So that was a pretty good opportunity for him to go down there, and it seems to have worked out. They went 10-2. Here they are playing in the conference championship game with a chance to make the playoff for the first time. So shout out to Tulane. Both of these teams have already had their coaches poached, unfortunately, and that has been a theme for the group of six teams in the last couple weeks. Memphis lost their coach. North Texas lost their coach. South Florida lost their coach to Auburn. Basically, any group of six team that's having any success is seeing their coach leave for lower tier SEC teams, basically. So, a lot going on with the coaching carousel right now. So, it remains to be seen how these teams are affected not having the head coaches that got them to this spot. So that's a variable here. Also on the North Texas side, North Texas has two really good standout players. Their quarterback, Westermaker, I believe he was a walk-on, and he's basically went from a walk-on to people are talking about him possibly being in the Heisman Trophy conversation. So that tells you all you need to know right there, Baker Mayfield type energy. And then in the backfield, they have a guy named Caleb Hawkins who he's in the best running back award conversation. I forget what it's called. Doak Walker. Doak Walker. So both of these players right here are one of the or two of the best players in the country, uh, no matter the team. So the fact that they're both on this North Texas team just shows you probably how they got to this 11-1 record. I mean, I can't remember a time that North Texas was this good at football. So making it to their conference championship. Their only loss was to South Florida, which is not a bad loss at all. Most people thought South Florida was going to be the team to make the playoff this season as the group of six. So that's not a bad loss at all. And I watched that game actually. That game was really close, back and forth, up until like the third quarter, and then South Florida kind of just pulled away at the end. They were just balling out that game. They couldn't be stopped. So other than that, North Texas is perfect. I'm very confused on why Tulane is ranked above North Texas. Maybe you could help me out here, Tom. But North Texas lost one game to South Florida, who's actually a decent team. Okay, Tulane, yes, they played Ole Miss, but they got blown out by Ole Miss, and then they lost to UTSA, who is not good, not at all, not even on Group of Six standards. So why is
Uh,
Tulane above North Texas? Any
I,
Tom?
I guess if I'm playing devil's advocate, I would say they think Tulane is better because Tulane beat Northwestern and Duke. I guess um,
Oh, that's a
that
good. I forgot about those Power Four wins they have. That's a good point.
I yeah, and I mean that would be my only guess. But I mean, other than that, I couldn't tell you because if you look at this, if you want to, I don't know what if the committee wants to say they look at style points, I guess you would say, like how bad you beat a team and this, that, and the other. Tulane doesn't really have that, but North Texas, I would say, except for oh, I guess they went to overtime with Western Michigan and Army, but other than that, though, I mean, they handled business against every other team. I mean, we're talking like that. That's kind of why I'm leaning towards North Texas win, just because that's who I'd rather see in the playoff. But yeah, I mean, as far as like ranking goes, I'm not sure what North Texas has done wrong, especially when you compare them to Tulane. So the why factor, I don't know. I guess Tulane has been they've been kind of a relevant playoff group of six team for the last couple of years now. So I think like when people think a group of six teams, it's like, oh, like Boise State, Tulane. Like those are probably the two teams people could name like off the top of their head. Like, oh, they're probably going to have a chance because they're usually the upper echelon of the group of six. But so I think it's maybe a little biased because we know the committee loves their logos, and Tulane's kind of been, peeking in their logo a little bit more recently. So, North Texas is new to the scene. All the other Power Fives, Group of Six, I mean, Group of Five, Group of Six, whatever they want to call it now, it doesn't fucking matter. But yeah, I don't know. That's my best guess for you.
Yeah, I think you're right about the whole Tulane schedule because yes, the playoff committee probably gave them the edge because they played more Power Four opponents. Beating Duke. Duke is actually playing this weekend as well for whatever reason, so that's probably a decent win. Northwestern went like 8-4 this year, so those are or 7-5, whatever it was. So those are pretty decent wins. So I guess yeah, I would give the edge to Tulane as well. The rankings don't really matter though. At the end of the day, whoever wins this game is going. So if North Texas wins, they're going to be above Tulane next week, no matter what happens. So, very interested to see what takes part this Friday. This game is on Friday, so this will actually be the first official team that makes the playoff after Friday. We will know the first team that is officially in the playoff, other than the teams that we know are already locked, but not. But yes, Friday night this game will be played, and I mean, this is
That's
us. I mean,
it's it's wild to think that this is going to be the first game that sends a team to the playoff.
right, and it's between two teams that shouldn't even be there anyway. But shout out to these two programs. I'm sure the fans are extremely happy about what's going on here, and they can't wait for this game. But I can't really pick a winner here. I mean, I don't think these two teams played during the year, did they? So this is kind of a coin toss. Like both of them are pretty good. Um, both of them are going to get boat raced first round anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But Tulane's at home. Give me the green wave. Give me the green wave over the mean green. This is the green wave versus the mean green. Did you know that?
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, no, yeah, it's the green.
Like not only
But
colors green, but they literally have green in.
oh yeah, mean green football and the green wave.
So either way, we're getting green in the playoff. But
Yeah.
give me Tulane at home.